Before we ship a React app, we need to be sure our components work as expected. For that, we use the React testing library. It allows us to test components the way users actually interact with them by rendering UI, clicking buttons, and checking for text. The test runner I'll be using is Vitest. It's super fast, built on top of Vite, and works perfectly in modern React projects. In this project, I am working from scratch. To install the React Vite, open a fresh terminal, type npm create vite@latest space period, then select React and then JavaScript. Now type npm install. Let's install the tools we will be using. First is Vitest. Notice I am installing them with --save--dev. That's because these packages are only needed in development, not in production. Then React testing library, copy paste, backspace, okay. And then Jest-DOM, which we might use in future, is a library that provides custom matchers for Jest, specifically designed to simplify and improve the expressiveness of assertions while testing DOM elements in JavaScript applications. In simple words, it's a toolkit related to another popular library named Jest, used for React testing. Oops, type error. Let's correct it. We are not using that here, as Vitest is more suitable with Vite and it is faster than Jest. Now in vite.config.js, we just need to add a test block telling Vitest to use Jest-DOM as the environment, since React components run inside a browser-like environment. So global's true and environment Jest-DOM. After successfully installing all the packages, let's now work on our component in the app.jsx. I am clearing this unnecessary code. Let's remove all the divs and unnecessary logos. Okay. So now what I will do is copy this complete app.jsx and paste it into another file, counter.jsx, where I will import this as a component in app.jsx. So let's rename this app to counter. Okay. Change the export default as well. Remove this app.css, we do not need it. And now let's import this counter into our app.jsx. Okay, so in return, import counter. Now let's test this by running the front end. npm run dev. Okay, it's running on port 5173. We cannot see any output here. There must be some issue with the components. Let's check in the code. Counter is yet not defined. We'll need to change the spelling counter. Okay. Let's also check the app.jsx once. Oh, the counter is not imported here. So import counter. As you can see, the count is created. Now I want to add a little more functionalities. You can skip to the next chapter if you want. So let's add a button for decreasing the count. Right now it is just a copy with the decrease feature. Let's rename these buttons and show the count state in another div. Adding a div for the count. Count is parenthesis count. And then rename the first button as increment and second as decrement. Okay, as you can see in the browser, increment, decrement button side by side. Now we will be creating our test component. Create a new file named counter.test.jsx. In this we need to import all the required functions from the React testing library. These are render, screen and fire event. Render imports the components Fire event executes the event that is to be checked, like on clicking the button, the increment or decrement of state is done. So fire event will take care of that. Screen is to access the UI. After that, Jest-DOM. I don't think we will be needing it in this video. Let's import the counter from counter.jsx. Okay. Then I'll be creating 3 tests, one for the count div and 2 for the increment and decrement button. So one is the center of counter. As you can see, every test has the render counter. It is used in all. After creating the test, we need to create the test script in packet.json. Open it. In the scripts, add a test script with Vitest. Now open a fresh terminal and type npm test. Okay, so it is missing Jest-DOM. So to work with testing, we will be using Jest-DOM. We forget to install it earlier. Jest-DOM provides environment to the Vitest. This will help Vitest simulate a browser for React components. Yes, it will install the Jest-DOM. After it is installed, let's test again. Npm test. As you can see, okay, it failed. There might be some issue in calling the counter. Let's see the counter.jsx. So we are exporting a function and the code is for component. So let's create an arrow function with const on counter. Okay, this is done. Now let's update the import counter from dot slash. Let's rerun. Okay, control save. As you can see, the tests are passed. We have successfully tested our React app. Now I'll explain some tools that are available for testing, which will help increase your speed as well as efficiency in different aspects of testing. So first is Vitest UI. Let's install it first. npm i-d @vitest/ui. It provides user interface suitable for testing large applications. Okay, so before using, we have to add a script to run it. Test UI, vitest-ui. Now in the terminal, type npm test-ui. Oh, we need to use npm run and then test UI. Okay, as you can see, it's working. It is running on the port 51204. Open it. You can clearly see a window with test cases. Pass 3 out of 3. In the left panel, all the test components are listed with run button for individual test functions. And in the right panel, you can see there is report module, graph which shows a UI for your test components and the actual component, then code and console for other testing logs. Let's get back to the project and see some more important points. First, we need to work on the folder structure. A developer works on the development files which are in the source folder. We need to create a separate test folder for the tester. So add a test folder and move the file from source to the test folder. As you can see, the test is passed. Now for VS Code users, Vitest provides an extension as well, which is similar to other extensions. Now open the extensions tab, search for Vitest, click install. You can install this Vitest snippets one as well. It will be useful in creating test. Then open the extension by clicking on this flask icon. Run the test case. An error. Let's check running the counter test individually. everything is fine. The result is not shown here because we only created test functions. That's it. We wrote and ran our first test in React using Vitest. I'll discuss more about testing methods in future. In next video, we will test APIs in Node.js backend. Okay, bye.